You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to the Hello Sport Podcast. Phone just fell off my chair. Home unqualified opinion and unwavering bias. Back. Origin week, baby. Origin week. We got a live stream Wednesday night. Sebo and Streety will be joining us. How are you, Edward? You have had a big weekend in Byron.
Yep.
You're in your bounced out trackies, yet to be released bounced out trackies.
Yep.
How are you feeling?
Hurt.
Yep.
Yep. Just, mate, it just takes it out of you. You know what I mean? It just
You're
does.
not getting any younger either.
I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older.
Yep.
Which obviously that doesn't help.
No.
I lack of sleep. I got sleep. I got good sleep, but not my usual 9 a night. So that just sets me back.
God, you're going to struggle with kids. I know that's not the point, but 9 a night is just so much sleep. Fuck, that's good stuff, dude. 9 a night and you're in here whinging.
I never whinge.
Well, sorry. I'll rephrase that. 9 a night and you're in here talking about how you didn't get 9 hours and you're reflecting on that in somewhat of a despondent manner.
Well, it's more that, but
Not
it's
whinging.
No, but that's not in isolation. It's not like I've come in here saying I didn't get 9 last
No,
night.
no,
So
of
I've
course
put the
not.
bounced outs on.
No, of course not.
You
You've
know?
had a big weekend. You can get your 9.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't have a bucks on the weekend. I just didn't get 9 hours.
You just didn't get 9. Rough night.
Mate, rough night, rough weekend. Good day. Brothers Bucks, nipped up to Byron.
Were you
Couple of boys.
master of ceremonies to the weekend? Like, I got the vibe, the energy you were putting out was like you're leading the dance here.
I tell you who brought the vibes, the old boy.
Oh, of course. Did he?
He came up for the day for lunch and fucking pumped the boys up.
Oh, did he?
Because we had a big one on Friday, and then like Saturday's always slow moving.
Yeah.
I just kept it light touch. Get up there Friday, have a barbecue, rip in. Like no, like let's go and play golf at fucking 7 a.m. for fucking 27 holes and all hate it. Like none of that shit. Because I know what people are like. They always get first time fever. They go too hard, and then they need the full morning. Like even up until 1:30, like lunch was at 2. There was people moving slowly.
You have to drink yourself
My brother
out
in
of it.
particular was hurting bad.
Yeah.
Went to pick the old boy up from the airport, drove him up there, and he's just like built throughout the day. The vibes, it was hilarious. He's fucking challenging people to skull offs and shit at the pub, making everyone skull. It was hilarious.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was fuck. He was like picking cunts out one by one.
And then did he stay with the boys?
No, he went home.
Yeah, right. What, back to...
He flew up. He was in the Hunter for a conference, so he drove down to Sydney, then flew up for the day, then flew back at night and stayed at his sister's.
Flew back.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good of him.
He, mate, it was fucking good. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
Very, very good stuff. Couple of funny videos floating around, but we had a good time.
Yep. And then you've come back. Now, what was it? Did you finish Shogun? Did you come back? You slip into what?
Last night, do you know what I watched last night?
What?
Like, I watched 40 vlog videos of some guy climbing Mount Everest.
That's real bounced out shit.
Like, just on TikTok, just fucking flicking on the next one.
Oh, my God.
Just like that. I was fucked.
That's bounced out shit that where you're actually too fucked to even think about what you want to watch.
I watched one episode of Ella of this show called High Country, like some Aussie fucking crime thing that was all right. But I was like, I can't do that again. I have to, because I wasn't paying attention.
No.
Because you just start yourself fucking, your head's flop down to your phone, and then all of a sudden you've missed the best bits. I had to keep rewinding it. Ella got the shits. I was like, you know what? You watch your own thing. I'm just going to prop myself up in bed and watch this guy climb Everest, which was fucking interesting, by the way.
Dude, Steph, like, I mean, I don't know if we've discussed this before, like Bridgerton, and then there's some other fucking Bridgerton-y show she's watching where it's just like nobility fucking for like 45 minutes each episode.
We've talked about this.
I know. But I'm like,
it's porn.
I'm like, it's in the living room,
porn.
and I'm like, is this more Bridgerton? And she's like, oh no, this is another one, and it's just princes and princesses or like dukes and duchesses fucking.
Yeah. There's nothing hotter than rich people fucking each other. Like,
That's all it was.
Poor people fucking is like yuck.
Well, they're like
To
fucking
them.
in. Yeah, that's what I mean. They're fucking in squalor.
Again, hats off to women though. They've been able to get it through the keeper that they watch porn at 7 o'clock in the living room.
Yeah.
They read it too.
Yeah.
And we're like, made to feel like sick puppies.
Yeah, exactly.
For sneaking off for one at the middle of the night when no one's around.
Well, that's when you've got to do it. You got to wait till it's the quiet of night.
They're like,
Everyone's
kids
asleep.
to bed, 7:30, put the
Porn
fucking
on.
Bridget on. Some chick's getting railed in the fucking in the library for 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. Tits out everywhere. It's full on, it's tits and it's nips and it's dicks and slits, you know what I mean? It's all happening.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about dicks. I haven't seen a Bridget and dick yet, but I mean, that's on the bingo card.
You haven't seen a dick yet?
I haven't seen a Bridget.
They'd all be hung.
Of course they would.
They'd all be
Yeah, oi, normalise small dicks on Bridget, please.
Yeah.
Give me a duke
Yeah.
with a tiny cock.
Yeah, that'd be yeah. Seriously, and they probably fuck for like 3 hours.
Yeah,
straight.
exactly. Dude, the sex scenes are so like. I'm pretty sure in the one that was on yesterday, this chick's like losing her virginity in one of the most steamy, sexy. I'm like, that's not what that's like.
Yeah,
that's not what that's like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, seriously. I saw Ella had it on the other night, some season 3. They're in the carriage, bloody, and old mates playing around, and it's like the hottest thing of all time.
Yeah, it's the hottest thing you've ever
this
seen.
is
You're like, this is fucking.
ridiculous.
This is not real life.
This is absurd. Well, maybe I'm doing it wrong.
Bit of both, I'd say.
Yeah, a bit of both.
Don't
have those Bridgerton fingers, mate.
No, well, or the Bridgerton penises. You know what I mean?
Or tongue.
Tongue. Yeah.
Anyway, shout out to women. You've snuck it through the keep, and I respect it.
While you sit there and flick through Everest videos.
Yes.
Were they good?
Very good. Very just interesting.
Have you seen the videos
just
where...
like what it's like the up and down between the camps you got to do and acclimatizing and hiking from to base
Have you
camp
seen
and
how fucking jam-packed it gets at Hillary's Step or whatever the fuck it is, like just
the
before the summit?
the final summit.
Where it's just like, it's actually, it's almost kind of gross.
On it, but it's on
it.
But like, so this guy that did it, he summited by himself. He did the summit stage by himself because it was windy. Like those people, when the really busy days, I think if it's like a clear, beautiful, pretty much risk-free day, but you can roll the dice a little bit and pick one that's a bit.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. So there are some savages who will go when it's a hairy day.
And it's the summit. It's like all the footage he's got of like climbing up to like the other camps it looks okay. It's just
You're
like,
about to say easy.
No, as in not busy.
Oh, okay.
No, fuck. It doesn't look like technical, but it looks fucking awful.
Just not full respect to people who like to go to the edges of the earth and shit, but like, no, thank you.
And they're up there for it takes like a month, the whole thing.
Does it?
Because you got to go up and back. You got to wait days. You got to acclimatise. You got to fuck around.
So you need to go to base camp and used to
the whole. So he's up. So his first day, I think he gets to Kathmandu and he's like buying shit. He's day 40 and he's only just going up to Camp 4 for the first time.
It typically takes 50 to 60 days.
Oh. So you got to be living up there in a fucking tent, freezing cold, like.
No,
you don't just rock up and climb it in a day.
This is not any bit of that's enticing to me. It's funny the mindset of being like, you know what I want to do, climb to the highest point in the world, like.
But also,
fuck no.
There's an element of that, and I think that the reality is a lot of people get caught out every year. Is that they want to go to Everest, but they have no idea what that means, and I reckon people get the shock of their lives.
Yep, get there, and now you just freeze to death. How about those ones where like there's where it's like there's just dead bodies all over the fucking thing?
Because they can't get them. I think there's like 330 people have died, something like that I was reading last night, and at least 200 bodies are still there.
Yeah, and like there's ones where it's almost like they become like landmarks that you go past. There's like a 1980s guy just like frozen in the ice that sits there, and like you see him as you go past.
There's like Green Man or something. He's like got a green jacket on. He's been there for ages.
Can you find? There was one that I remember like fascinated me as a young boy, which was in the newspaper where it was like an unseasonably warm period on Everest, and so heaps of the ice melted. And I think it was when they found Hillary's body or some shit, and they were trying to work out who's the first person who climbed Everest.
So what you're talking about is in 1924, the British. So when fucking old mate and Tenzing Norgay, he was Nepalese, and the new Kiwi Edmund Hillary. That was the 9th expedition that the British tried to climb Everest, but there was the closest anyone ever got before that, but may have done it. I think it was in 1924. And did they get to the top and then died on the way back?
That was that one bottom right.
They found his body in
Boots, they call
1999.
That was, mate, you know, I'm a bit of a freak. I had that photo up in my fucking room. I was like, because it just fascinated me. Like, I can't.
Which one?
The bottom right.
So is that the guy that went missing in 24 and they found him in 99?
So can you click on that one in the bottom right, Tobler? That skier one's also Etridge, which we can get to in a second. That one there.
That one?
Is that Edmund Hillary? So in the newspaper,
Edmund Hillary didn't die on the mountain.
Didn't he?
No.
Okay, so then I think maybe the thought
Edmund Hillary was the first guy to do it. You're talking about 24.
So this is the one where they found in 1999 where they think, did this guy die before he got to the top or after?
And they don't know. So the two set off and never came back, and they don't know.
Yeah. So who is that? Do we have any name on?
But
how itchy is that? Is that like his skin peeling off, or is that his shirt?
If that guy's not the guy, then
I think it's been up. He's been up there for about 20 years, and he's used as like a marker on the trail.
They found that
like
guy
once you
in
get to
99.
green boots,
huh?
etc.
That
like the body of
You
the
talking
guy.
about the green boots guy?
Yeah.
We're not talking.
Is that green boots?
We're talking about the photo that you've clicked on.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
No. That guy is the one who I'm pretty sure when they found him.
Go to
They were
1924 Everest expedition. The names will come up. I was
Climbing.
looking it up last night. Fascinating stuff.
Yeah, it is. I actually.
So if you actually look up Edmund Hillary and Tenzing, they go first confirmed, 100% confirmed.
Yeah.
Summit of Everest. They might have been done before.
Could have been done before. And that's why Everest is cool in that when it had never been done, but then when you see like a line of people doing it, I'm like, not as cool anymore, guys. Especially when you got Sherpas carrying up. And then green boots. Why do they just leave green boots there?
Because they can't get them off the mountain.
But like, surely you can get them off because you can get people down from the top of the mountain. Do you know what I mean? Like if someone's sick at the top of the mountain, you can get them down. Why can't you just drag green boots? It's not like you need to worry about his health.
Because I don't think... How would you carry him down?
How would you carry anyone down?
Do they carry people down?
Yeah, Sherpas whack them on their back and shit.
Do they?
Yeah. Like I'm almost certain.
I'm pretty sure if you fuck up like above 8,000 meters, you're fucked. They'll just leave you there. I don't think.
Can we look into
the
it?
The Sherpas aren't going to carry. They carry like.
Well, but then couldn't you just drag? Well, what's the difference between like a heavy kit and a fucking frozen dude from the 80s?
The kit they take above 8,000 meters wouldn't be that heavy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm like, I'm talking death zone shit here. They'll get you down from like fucking the other camps, surely.
They reckon it's like logistical complexities is the main reason why, because like the dead bodies can weigh up to like 130 kilograms when they're frozen.
Heck,
and be too hard. You use too many resources to bring.
So
them
who
down.
is Green Boots?
I'm looking into that now. Well, Green Boots is. I just had him up.
So is Green Boots preserved?
Yeah. Well, within reason.
Like what would be inside
his body?
Inside his kit there?
His bones and shit. Because, I mean, the elements haven't got to it.
Like, how long does the...
Look at that. Look at that other guy's thing. Like, he hasn't even broken down.
That's really what I'm trying to say.
So Green Boots would be almost good for reanimation.
That's what I'm talking about.
This could be some sort of like a 90s movie.
He could come back.
He could come back. Green Boots.
Dude, imagine Green Boots knocking people off. Imagine climbing up the hill mountain one day and being like, where's Green Boots gone?
Yeah, he's woken up.
And then like the rumour starts to swirl around as, they can't contact people in Camp 4 and then Camp 3 because Green Boots is on a fucking mission, dude.
Killing people.
Taking souls,
Yeah.
being like, how dare you leave me up there?
He sucks as shit. I've been up here since the 80s.
And then every
Or
person he
96.
kills, he gets stronger.
Tell you what, he's also a time capsule in just fashion.
You didn't like his Green Boots?
I'm not knocking it. I'm saying it's a time capsule in fashion. Green boots, blue pants. Like he looks like 90s, 80s era.
Yeah, green, blue, red. Yeah, he does. He definitely does. Anyway, that's what I did last night, and I loved it every second of it.
Yeah. You know what I've been dealing with right now? Before we get into, obviously, some very important State of Origin ructions. My cat, and reach out if you're a vet, has started just pissing all over the house. I can't smell, so I don't know how fucked it is. He's pissed in 2, count them, 2 Louis Vuitton handbags and ruined them. I don't know anything about them, but Steph is fucking furious. Pissed in a shoebox full of shoes, pissed in another box full of Lego, and pissed in a carpeted bedroom. And I was sitting up on the couch, just like fucking...
In the space of the weekend?
In the space of since we've been back from Fiji.
Why?
They say it could. There's a number of reasons that could be happening. I took him to the vet, and he was so ready to punch on with the vet that the vet was like, I can't get him out of this cage thing. He's going to fucking kill me. He was like headbutting the fucking side of the cage, like, let's go. He said it could be anxiety from being like, he wasn't left by himself while we were in Fiji. He was with my mother-in-law, but like that. Could have a urinary tract infection, something else. But he was like, the dentist, the vet was like, I just think he's anxious. But I'm like, I've always seen, he's like, we can give him some anti-anxiety medication. I'm like, it's a fucking cat, bro. Like, are we seriously doing that?
Well, if you want him to stop pissing in the fucking house, you might have to.
I know. They gave us this stuff called like some pheromones, and you like, you know, you plug those scents, like things into the wall, and they like give us a nice smell to the house.
Yeah.
You do that, but you can't smell a thing, but cats can. And it recreates the scent that they get when they're around siblings. It's meant to calm them down.
Have you plugged them in?
I plugged it in. I got it last like Wednesday, and then didn't plug it in. And then when I was on the couch on Friday or Saturday night, I'm sitting there watching something, probably doom scrolling as well. And he's just fucking hanging. And then he jumps up onto the table. He's in my periphery. I'm not paying much attention. He doesn't look like anything wrong. And then I only realised once I see his two back legs in Steph's handbag, and he's got like his piss stance on. I'm like, oh, fuck. Knowing he's already ruined one. And I think Steph's mum gave her like this one. And then I've got, get the fuck out. And as I've flicked him out, he's just sprayed piss all over the fucking living room everywhere. And then Steph's like, dude, we need to fucking sort this thing out.
Reach out vets.
Yep.
Or cat experts.
Cat Empire.
Cat Empire, you could reach
Even if
out.
they could
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat, Garfield.
Yep. Cats, the musical.
Cats, the musical. Catwoman.
Yep.
She'd probably have
Cat
something
Man.
to say. Is there a cat man?
There should be. That's
Catman
fucking
do.
sexist as shit.
Well, it is sexist as shit. Because Louis a boy.
Lions are cats, dude. You know, big cat.
Reach out, Lion King.
Tigers are cats. Big
Simba.
cats, they're scary. It doesn't need...
Tiger King.
Yes, Tiger King.
Cat.
But there was Ocean's 8, so that should be Catman.
There should be. Also, cat. Ruse
Cat. Yep. Caterpillar. And they do the big, those big yellow trucks. It's called Cat for short.
Yeah, no, okay, sure. I thought you were going with the hungry caterpillar who ate through.
Didn't he eat heaps of leaves and got
Well,
fucking
no. He woke up. Well, he was born, hatched out of an egg. Then on Monday, he had like an apple. Then Tuesday, he had 2 plums. Wednesday, he had like 3 oranges or strawberries, and then so on and so forth.
Butterfly then?
Well, spoiler alert. Yeah, he becomes a beautiful
Big,
butterfly.
beautiful butterfly?
Yeah. They talk about how fat he gets in there, and I'm just wondering whether that is setting up kids for, body dysmorphia too early. Because he becomes a big fat caterpillar after he eats like chocolate cake, lollipops, all manner of shit, cheese. And they're like, this caterpillar becomes a big fat fuck.
Yeah. But the reward is you become a butterfly, which is actually unrealistic. Are there big fat fucking like slobs out there that think they're going to become
beautiful butterflies?
Butterflies?
You eat as much as you want and then just go to sleep for 2 weeks. You wake up and then Anyway, all
lot to answer for. Lot to answer for.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking setting kids up for failure. So I will often change it to he becomes just a very full caterpillar.
Healthy.
Full, satiated. Healthy, has a good relationship with himself and his body and his self-worth.
Yep.
And then he becomes a butterfly. Is he beautiful? Well, listen, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. It's not a big deal if he's
Not
hot
to
or
everyone.
Not to everyone. To some people, he's fucking ugly as shit.
Yeah.
But to a lot of people, he's beautiful. And as long as he's beautiful to himself, then that's all that really matters.
Punters and dribblers, mums and daddies. Podcast today brought to you by Good Day.
Correct.
The greatest multivitamin of all time.
Yeah.
of all time. It is back in stock in a big way. The punter and the dribbler know that's flying like hotcakes.
It is flying.
And the only reason that I can come up with as to why it's flying is because it works.
Good news travels fast.
It works. It's blowing the socks off people.
Yeah.
It's blowing the knickers off people, the singlets off people.
Have you got a review for us?
You want me to get a review?
Oh, mate, I love to hear the reviews.
You like our reviews, don't
mate,
you?
the reviews are good. I mean, like, of course we're going to talk up our own product. I get that. But obviously we're doing it genuinely and sincerely. But I like to hear from the punter and the dribbler about how they feel the product is working for them because they are the best fucking yardstick.
Literally, okay, here's a good one. After hearing about Good Day for a few months on the pod, I decided to get some of it shipped over to Napier, NZ, Aotearoa, to our brothers and sisters over there, to test it out for myself, and I wasn't disappointed. Having a kid who has just started school and another in the Petri dish they call daycare, as soon as they got sick, I would always get sick. A week into Good Day, one got sick, nothing. The next week, the other got sick. Again, I got nothing. A modern miracle, let alone having more energy throughout the day, so I couldn't recommend it more 5 stars. Bang. Bang, bang, bang.
BeGoodHealth.com.au, punters and dribblers. The least you can do is have a crack and see how it works for you.
Least you can do.
Huge ructions, Eddie.
What is a ruction?
I don't know, dude. That's why I said it, but I like the sound of it. Huge ructions in State of Origin over the weekend. Dilly Bags, the ghost, Dill Edwards. He goes... That's a fucking weird look. He goes down, Eddie, with a quad cork.
Who corked him?
He was
Quad
doing
strain, I think it is.
strain.
Not a
He was doing extras. Do you need to do extras in Origin training?
No, you don't.
Do you need to do extras? Like you're already playing rugby.
I'd argue you should do less.
Yeah. You should just do get the team humming, keep your body like extras. Fucking relax with that shit.
Did this happen in the mountains?
No. Can
They
you look?
go to the mountains?
Apparently they all got given supercars to drive up to the mountains or some shit.
Oh, that's a very working class. I would have put them on a bus.
I know, but
Put them on a Greyhound and get 'em up there.
I know. Apparently it was real state of the art shit. Like it was Jake rocked up in a Merc.
I thought they were going up there on a Greyhound.
No. I think they all got given nice cars to drive up. Anyway, not the point. You should not be doing extras in Origin camp, and I think that coming from two guys that know, it just is disappointing that Dill now misses out on his opportunity. Can I posit I guess a positive spin on it all?
Posit a positive spin.
Yeah, and again, I don't even know if I'm speaking correctly here, but James Tedesco slipping back into that number 1 jersey.
He's slippery.
He's fucking been playing pretty well, Eddie.
Yeah, he has.
I'm disappointed for the Ghost, obviously.
Yes.
But I'm also to be honest, emotionally, I feel nothing. In that I'm just okay, sweet. Next man up.
I think with Dylan Edwards, although we all mourn, not mourn, but disappointed for him because he's been very unlucky in a rep setting generally. Yep. I mean, he might have played on the wing for the Kangaroos, but he's never got to taste the big one. State of Origin. One time, could argue 2-time Churchill medalist, at least deserving of another one. 3 prams. And finally, the big fella's given a fucking job to do. Number 1 on the back, he gets rid of our former captain and slips to
the sitting Prime Minister.
In the sitting, it's real Gillard, Rudd.
Yeah,
sort of
or fucking Gough Whitlam sort of shit.
Yeah.
God save the thing, because no one will save the Governor General. Or whatever. Yeah.
I mean,
we won't get into you know what we're talking about.
You know what.
Cody knows.
Yeah, Totes knows.
Gough Whitlam.
You know Gough.
Yeah.
Reach out, Gough. Is he with us?
I'd say more a valet Gough. Rest in eternal heavenly peace.
Anyway, and it was all set up. We're going up to do a camp in the mountains. Is Dylan Edwards from the mountains?
He's from Penrith. Foot of.
And we were going to play this dog football, you know, this fucking hard, tough, uncompromising.
Foot of the mountains footy.
Blue collar, roll the sleeves up, Blue Mountains, working class rugby league. That was what we were led to believe. Yeah. Now, the reality is, and maybe why you're thinking to yourself, I feel nothing, is because we've never seen Dylan Edwards play State of Origin football, and we don't know what
We've just lost.
we don't know what we've lost or what we might have gained, quite frankly. Because the reality is, punters and dribblers, State of Origin is unlike anything else, and some people fucking warm to it, like a duck to water. They're usually Queenslanders, unfortunately, and others don't. And there is, unfortunately, a New South Wales graveyard of players that didn't quite get it.
Should have got it, didn't get it.
Should have got it, didn't get it. Had the form to get it, didn't get it.
Had the club form to get it.
Had the club form to get it, but club form it's not Origin form.
It doesn't always translate.
No, it doesn't.
You can have awful club form and you can get Origin, which makes no sense, but it does.
You know.
Yeah.
Now, Slips Tedesco comes in, and we know, but we actually know that Slips gets it. He's had a couple of bad games, sure, but he gets it on the whole. So
He's gotten it in the past.
and in a period potentially, or in a side, I would rather, where there is a couple of question marks. Where's Hines at? Is his leg okay? Is he up to it?
Does he get it?
Does he get it? Big fucking question marks, to be honest. Like, I've just got to be completely honest. Huge fucking question marks. I want him to answer them. I want him to answer the questions I've set out for him to answer. But I do have a real genuine concern that when I get back the answers, Tom,
When you do your
I
marking.
need to mark a lot of them red.
Yep.
Okay?
He's got the questions. He's got the test. He's got the pen. He's been given his pen license. He's given the opportunity to answer the questions.
He's been given time to study.
Time to study.
But there are some curveball questions.
Yeah,
in
there are. This isn't just a fucking.
which you need to answer off the cuff.
Yep.
There's no preparation for these ones. You know what I'm saying?
No, these are off the cuff.
It's like one of the questions in there is 75th minute. It's fucking.
We're down by 4.
We're down by 4. Make something happen. There's also another interesting one in there. 75th minute. Scores are tied. You have the ball on the 5th in the attacking 20. Which kick do you put in? Like stuff like
Or
that.
75th minute, game's tied. We're inside our own half. We've just received the ball. We now need 5 glorious rugby league tackles to set us up to give us a shot at a field goal to win it.
Yep. And there's other questions like under a heap of pressure, do you fucking kick early in the set, maybe on the 3rd, but you need to kick distance and you need to nestle it down into the corner? Are you up to it? Or do you 7 tackle setters? Shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, you're kicking now apparently, so you got to kick them all.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
kick 'em all.
Kicker goes down, you're up. Can you do it? Do you take the tee? Fucking 5th set, defensive set on your line, ref just won't put the just 6 again. Do you dig in and get to tee? Do you dig in for your mate? Do you hold your line?
Yeah. All these, so they're the ones that are off the cuff. So it'll be interesting to see what he answers, how he answers.
Those questions are also, there are some. Those questions are being posed to all debutants, not specifically around like drop goals and how to ice a game, but all debutants out there who haven't.
All debutants are asked.
An array of questions.
Yeah, they're different, obviously. Some are similar, but Hines, jury's out. It just is.
That's fine.
Jury's out.
That's okay. The jury doesn't. The jury being out isn't necessarily a bad thing. The jury's just deliberating. They might come back in and go flying colours.
Yep. Or they might come back and say OJ's innocent. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
If the glove don't fit, you must quit.
The jury's fucked up before.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Now,
Apparently Nico trained well on Saturday.
well, he needed to because he hadn't trained all week.
Yeah. So that's and again, love Nico, happy for Nico, but that is a part, like if you must be training well by Saturday.
Yeah.
Now, James Tedesco in.
But what I'm trying to say is he provides stability where maybe there was a lot of risk.
James does.
Yes.
Yes. Slips provides more because he knows.
Because we know it's more.
He can calm the farm.
Yeah, it's a control. Yes. He can calm
the farm a little bit in the chaos, in
because
the fire.
Otherwise we got new blokes in there. I'm like, I don't know if you can calm farm animals.
No. Reece Robson has played State of Origin footy before and he's done very well, but is he
Pex McGee?
Pex, but is he he's not a Pex and pipes and brows. Are you going to be a calmer of farms in the Origin cauldron yet? I just don't think so. You're not quite there yet. You're gonna be just as fucking freaked out within reason and respectfully than anyone else.
There's not many farm calmers.
There's
out
not,
there,
mate. There's not. There's Teddy, there's Jake, there's Isaiah. Get him, Isaiah. Luai has the ability to calm farms, but he has the ability to set the barn on fire as well. So, like, you don't exactly know.
Yeah. Calming a farm is it's intuition. You're born with it. A lot of the time, you can learn it.
Sometimes it's just a look. Sometimes it's just a look, a knowing glance, a pat on their head.
Sometimes it's just a
calm. Fucking slap on the ass.
Do you get that? You get that, Tobler?
From Crocodile Dundee.
Thank you. Good. You're looking at me, and I was like, you better know this, otherwise.
Well, you can't be wearing a fucking Mary Fowler shirt. You know.
Have you got a Mary Fowler shirt on?
Sure do.
Shout out to Mary.
Gals are playing tonight. Chainer.
Are they? Our girls.
Chainer.
Yep.
Our girls playing tonight.
Yeah.
Out of Ackle.
Are you going?
Yep.
So's Totes.
Nice boys. Supporting the girls. Like that.
We're happy that Teddy. I'm happy for Teddy. Obviously, you feel bad for Dill, but like, okay, sweet.
But this is about the calming of farms, Tom, and it just feels like we're a bit frantic.
I feel a little bit. Well, we're as a state, as a
people.
17, like it's been frantic shit this whole week. It's been, is Nico going to play? What the fuck's doing with our bench? Now Dylan Edwards, the ghost, is now injured. He was not the person we thought was not going to be there. But now we bring in Tedesco. Gordon Tallis on Triple M yesterday says that if he was Tedesco, he'd be embarrassed to come back into the side. Gordy, a huge. We love Gordy. That's one of the great fucking loads of shit I've ever heard in my life.
God.
Dobbo, again on Triple M. Another friend of the show. Dobbo doesn't think, and he's a New South Welshman masquerading as a Queenslander, Dobbo. He says he doesn't think we should be able to pick Tedesco because he wasn't in the squad. Another absolutely horseshit fucking call. But Gordy...
But they're not the rules, though, Dobbo.
Well, exactly.
So what do you think's not relevant?
No. The rules are the rules. He's like, well, why do you pick a squad? And you're like... Because you don't necessarily pick Tedesco if you aren't picking him as the first choice fullback, right? Like...
Again... It doesn't matter what you think, Dobbo.
What if a prop went down?
It's what the rules are.
But what if a prop went down? You'd have to bring in another prop outside of your fucking 18-man.
Put it this way, Dobbo. You're not carrying an extra 13-man.
No, exactly.
In the squad.
No. Psycho shit. It was psycho shit. But Gordy, the cheek on that Origin great.
But he's talking shit.
I know he is. He's talking mad shit. He's like, I'd be embarrassed.
He's not being legit,
No.
which is why I respect the fuck out of him, because that's genius.
Yeah, that's a good troll. That's like as soon as I read that, I'm like, that fucking trolling motherfucker.
I wonder what it was like when they came back in.
Look, it wouldn't have been without awkwardness or quiddity.
But only between him and Madge.
But Madge had already called him. Again, you'd probably just be like, yeah, fuck it. Like, I get it. You would get it on some level. You've played footy your whole life. You're in teams, you're out of teams.
You can't play forever. We can't be picked forever.
Well, you definitely can't play forever, or be picked forever.
Both are true.
Both are true. So he would be, I think that he would be relatively circumspect about the realities of rugby league football. That being,
I did say that.
that being that you cannot play forever, but you can have.
But you need to reckon with that.
Yeah, you do. You need to wrestle with that.
And no one slips as well as I do. I know he's reckoned with it.
Slips. There's a fucking fly getting its talons into me right now, and I'm almost hit myself in the face, Johnny.
A barfly is fucking.
Fuck me, dude. I want to kill this cunt so bad. Sorry.
They got a bit of nip about them in terms of not nip. They've got cheek.
Well, they got plenty of cheek, but they got nip. They're like you don't know. I also don't know why they're here so often. I don't know what it is about this space that cultivates so many fucking barflies. I could guess, but that'd just be a guess.
What would the guess be?
That there's some drinking done in here from time to time. That'd be the guess.
What are barflies after?
Booze. I think they're the
booze generally.
Yeah.
Or like the sweeter stuff, or like,
well, I don't know. They're alcoholics.
Is it the Pims they're after?
Well, we don't drink a lot of Pims in here.
That's why I'm asking.
Well, they're obviously they like their techie, they like their Baileys.
See, if I'm a barfly, I'm going where the Bailey's at.
Yeah, I actually have.
We went through a fair bit on Thursday night.
That's why I felt so awful on Friday.
Oh, were you fucked on Friday?
Well, yeah. Like I came in here and I still
didn't see ya.
stumped up. Well, you weren't in here.
So I didn't know what that's what I'm saying. But I didn't know what you were like.
No. I was okay, but like I wasn't. I felt rough.
Was there Tiger Woods played?
No. We sat in and did some work. We got brekkie for the boys. What's that called? Locks in a box, dude. Bagels, get fucked. They were good.
Locks in a box.
Real good stuff. We all sat around. We had locks in a box. What did we end up watching? A bit of the Test, which we can get to. Test is fucking good. Have you watched any of it?
We mused it would be.
I know, but have you watched any of it?
I've been in a box.
Right, it's been out for like longer than your time at the Bucks, so you may have watched it. I don't know, you know. So I understand you've been in a Bucks, but like it came out, the first time you asked me about it was like maybe a week and a half ago. So you may have found time to watch it, is what I'm saying.
Those are the Bucks on the weekend.
No, I know that. I can tell. The attitudes are fucking oozing from your pores because you were at a Bucks. So it's a good point. That's why I didn't watch it.
So
back to Origin. Teddy's good. We like that. I still am concerned and confused about what the fuck happens Matty Burton. And I mean, we've kind of been over. There's no developments, but
it must feel to you. It's increasingly feeling to me, at least, like they think Isaiah Yo's got a bit of 7 about him.
Surely not, though. No. Cam McInnes, Boots, dude. I think it's Boots. They think Boots can be in the halves, Boots can play 9, and Huddy can do centres.
I only say that because it was obvious to everyone that Brad Fittler thought of Isaiah as a bit of a 7. Game 1 in Adelaide last year, he probably had, 7,000 touches?
Yeah, he did.
In the first half.
Apparently that's why Madge is starting with Isaiah on the bench, because he wants Nico to be able to play halfback for at least some portion of the game.
He needs first footy.
He needs to just be able to play without Isaiah getting in the way.
He needs first access footy.
Yep.
First access to the footy.
Yes.
As opposed to having it distributed slowly via
Isaiah. Well, it goes from dummy half to Isaiah, then to someone else.
And that might sound like I'm talking shit about Isaiah.
No.
He's a great, honest Dubbo boy, and I got a lot of time for him. I'm just saying that sort of block man shape bullshit they were doing didn't translate well for us in Origin.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Yep. I was reading the other day over the weekend. You all right? What was that?
Punched myself in the leg. Like, I fucked it. I went too much knuckle.
So you actually hurt yourself?
I was going like that, and then I knuckled it instead.
Right, so you hit a point.
Like it was too, yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Fucking Critta. He's memorised like 25 different handshakes.
Oh my God.
Isn't that the most absurd amount of handshakes to remember?
So dribbly. Mate, LeBron James knows like hundreds. He's like makes him up every team member he's ever played with. He's played with like fucking some stat he's played with or against like half the fucking.
It was like the percentage of who ever played in the NBA.
30% of everyone that's ever played in the NBA.
Yeah.
I respect that from Critta, but it's dribbly as fuck. How long are these handshakes?
You see him after a try, it's like,
I know.
Imagine that with every single cunt on your team.
like little dances and shit.
Yeah, like, that hurt my shoulder. Imagine trying to do that. Oh, that was my thought for Origin night.
Yeah, we need.
Every time something happens, we need to do like a full-on.
But with like heaps of blues references in it. I don't know how you do that through a show.
Well, you'd have to shake and sing maybe.
What? Who's saying you can't?
That's what I'm saying.
Joey.
Yeah, or like, I'm blue. I'm blue, dabba-dee, dabba-dee, dabba-dee. You know what I mean? Like, there's ones as well, give me a hand, reach out across the bow, but like those ones where like they add like a fucking click as well, you know, like they...
I'm blue. There's something we can...
We'll try and work out a Critta handshake.
I wouldn't mind seeing what the kids are doing.
Can we find... There's surely some footage of Critta. There has to be.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
He fucking goes hard. I remember at Penrith he had him, and then now the Dogs, he's got all them in there. I'm sure he's coming up with them at Origin camp.
So why has he learnt 25? Is he slapping out like the assistant coaches and shit?
No, I think this is like just across his career.
Oh, right.
I read it's part of his leadership style.
Is that right?
That's what I
I
read.
mean,
What does that mean?
Well, I think it's a way of engaging with your teammates, creating a bond. Now, I mean, like I don't
Should we have them in the office?
That's what I don't know if I could be fucked, but like,
I'd like that.
But would you like that?
That'd be awesome.
okay, was that something you'd like? We got to listen to your
So
staff.
the
every once in a
kids
while.
like this shit.
So this is
Bowl?
him and Suleti.
Post that, boss. No, don't post it.
That's just two of them.
Okay, nice. I'm proud of him. I think that's great. Part of his leadership style.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew that, but
No, well, that's what we're hearing.
oh,
now-
but on that though,
what's
that shows that Critta's gone to another level this year. You know, the first couple of years, he's the new kid on the block. Now he's out there fucking as part of his leadership style.
Well, he has a leadership style.
stabbing up.
Well, we don't even have a leadership style.
No,
We're old as fuck.
our leadership style is would be defined as lead from the front,
Yeah, let's set the tone,
set the tone.
lead by example,
Yeah.
and then like maybe don't give as much intel as you need, and then we'll do it again. A la Ned's Kitchen.
I like everything we do.
Yeah, a la Rose Party. Theo Dave. Yeah.
He's got a handshake with each of the Bulldogs starting team and some New South Wales Cup reserve players. Plus,
You've got to be
some of
prepared
the
if someone
Blues
comes up from
boys.
Cup. You got to have a handshake for him.
Well, he would have dabbed up the boys that have come up at one point or another.
Yeah,
I
what's
don't think
the-
he's going to New South Wales Cup training and just like selecting something.
I mean, is there some level of like autism there in terms of the ability to like remember all of those things, like all those handshakes? How the fuck do you even do that? You know, like the guy who can fly over like Paris and then draw it.
You think that's the same thing?
Also,
It's the rugby league equivalent, Eddie. Do you disagree? Surely.
the way he says that he remembers each handshake is by making it unique and tailored to the player.
Obviously.
So Max King has got that offload. So we have that offload action in the handshake. And then me and Josh Adokar have had the same one ever since I first met him in Origin camp. His one is the jersey grab. So we finish our handshake with that.
But that doesn't explain
How you remember them all.
all the lead up to the ending bit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so I know how it ends because Josh Adokar does that and I can do that. But like all the,
Maybe it's just not that hard to remember.
well, we'll find out.
We will.
Is there anything like coming out of Queensland? Like that's the thing that I don't like. They're all just really quiet up
Well,
there.
they're used, but is that maybe that's bad?
I don't know, dude. They
I'm
seem
used to-
settled.
I'm used to listening to them. There's always like an injury concern, or you know, in times gone by, they've always like there's a threat of someone not playing.
Yeah, but that's bullshit usually, and it seems
always
like that's
bullshit.
what we're dealing with.
It's always bullshit.
We've got fucking upheaval. We're an emotional wreck as a state.
It's not good, is it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's good or not.
It doesn't feel good.
It doesn't feel good.
Have we ever? How often do we win when we're emotional?
I mean, playing emotional is never the ideal.
But we may not play emotionally, but the state feels emotional right now.
Dude, I was reading a thing about Jake Trbojevic.
Yeah.
Skip. When he was a kid, if he didn't win, because he's like they were interviewing John and fucking what's Mama Trbojevic called again?
I apologise, I can't remember.
Mel, I believe.
I apologise to Mama Trbojevic. John comes to us so easily because we got in a photo with the entire
Melissa.
board.
It's definitely
Melissa. There we go. John's son of Tomato Farm. You get it. They were so obsessed with footy. All they did was play footy, talk footy, watch the footy shows, and all that sort of shit. But if Jake didn't win on the weekend, no one in the house was allowed to watch any of the footy shows.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
As in, that's a rule from John?
No, from Jake. He was like, we can't be enjoying ourselves. He's like a bit of a fucking
God.
sadomasochist, like fucking. Apparently, even when he was during his career, like for Manly early on, like if they lost, he wouldn't leave their house. He's like, I've gotten a bit more used to that now. He's like, realizing it's just footy.
I've heard stories about how nervous he gets before.
Yeah, well, he
games.
told us,
Yeah, he
dude.
told us. He stops talking.
Yeah. But not this week.
He can't stop talking.
No.
Not anymore.
No, he can't. Need him to talk.
God, I hope they won a lot of games. Otherwise,
They must have won a shitload. Like, that's obviously why he's so good. He's like, I need to watch the footy show.
And he was the oldest as well, wasn't
Yeah.
he, Jay? So he's like,
He sets the agenda.
he sets the agenda.
Yeah.
That would be devastating, though, if you knew there was going to be a good episode on, or you hoped
Yeah,
there was,
dude.
and heard whispers.
Robbo was going to be on, or they were doing Daredevil Dudes, and you're like, fuck.
And they're just like, nah.
Can't watch it. Anyway, listen, live stream State of Origin Wednesday. Street
Be there or-
Be there, be square. It's going to be we're going to win. Big money bets on the line.
Again, we were confident when we put those on, weren't we?
Well, we were, and a lot's happened between then, but that's okay. I'm still confident.
Had the team come out yet? Surely.
Yeah. No, the team had come out. The team had definitely come out.
Okay, good.
I'll fucking have a double check of that. What are they now? What are we paying now? The great state of New South Wales.
Still $2.05.
No movement at the station.
Queensland $1.77.
I can't remember the last time we were underdogs in game one. It's nice.
It is nice, but I don't know what it means. What a fucking weekend it was, dude. I'll never forgive myself, because I think it's important to forgive yourself, right? Because we all make mistakes. But I'll never forgive myself for not going underdogs all weekend. Origin period. Buy round rugby league. Dogs. It's
I tell you what. This is
except for the Eels.
this blows my mind more than anything. When this is probably the third year in a row that we've done about even, and we've gambled on rugby league every game, and every year the line's the same. You bet on the underdogs because that's just what you do. And what do? I go, fuck, dude, look at that fucking Roosters side, man. That fucking Roosters side, man.
Dude.
That fucking side, man.
Check out how stacked they are,
Look
bro.
at that fucking side, man. That's fucking stacked side, man. Like, they'll pump them.
Oh,
This is going to be fucking, this is going to be fucked, man.
Dude, how many try
It's gonna be
scores?
fucked, man.
How many try
Man,
scores?
it's going to be fucked.
Fucking four
And-
try
but,
scores?
But like, stop, hang on. Stop, Edward. What's the rule? What's the insight?
Listen to the rule.
What is the insight, mate? Knights. Again.
I was
favourites.
and I was saying dogs.
And
I
I'm
hate
like,
myself
nah, but the dogs, mate.
I
Birdo's
hate
not
myself.
playing, mate.
Critta.
Not playing, mate.
for that. Kick
Yeah.
out's injured.
That's the point.
That's why they win, and not just win. I mean, the Knights are also shit. Like, the Knights suck, and I hate myself for not betting on the dogs.
Panthers. Oh, mate. Cricket school, mate.
No, mate. Listen, it's the Dragons, dude. They don't have Ben Hunt.
Next man up, mate.
They didn't
Next
have
man
Ben
up, man.
Hunt, man.
And
They
listen,
never win with Ben Hunt.
Man, listen to me, man. It's all about defensive systems, man.
They can fucking
They
defend.
can fucking defend, man.
They lock it down.
And you can't. Hey, listen.
They lock it down.
You telling me that a side that won't score any points in the drags, right? They won't score any points because of Penrith's defensive systems. You telling me that fucking Panthers won't score one try?
Well, you tell me they won't
Why
score.
win
Taruva
6-0?
scores one, maybe he scores two.
Still got Taruva, mate.
Mate, still got fucking James Fisher, Harris, Mosley, Oda. Fucking idiots. Fucking idiots.
Dragons are shit, mate. Shit house. Baymax is gone too, mate.
What are they going to
And then you arrive at a position where you get favourite, underdog.
And the favourite was still one where some people were trying to say they wouldn't win, potentially. But, like, the Eels looked hot. The Eels looked hot. I'm here to say it. The Eels looked hot to trot. Mitch Moses, if Nico goes down, no disrespect to Luke Keary, who doesn't love the state like he should, but he shouldn't go in.
What about this? What about if it's more like, I'm just trying to work out what would be something that you could carry through that would guarantee results.
Underdog.
Because, underdogs, but then the Eels went underdog.
Yeah, but they were like they were almost the exception that proves the rule, and they were sort of a spiritual underdog.
But if you're going underdog every game, you're still ahead.
Well, you're
Well ahead.
4 from 5. You're literally 4 from 5. That would have been the unit scooper. Fuck me. But you would have put the Eels in.
Yeah, but you didn't.
No, I didn't do any of it. But but the Eels, Mitchell Moses. The Eels and Mitchell Moses.
But
Mitchell
why
Moses
don't
and the Eels, they look good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Mitch had us hot under the collar Thursday night.
He did. Very hot under the collar.
Starting to, asking serious questions. Even posed on Instagram.
Yes.
Around
If Nico goes
the
down,
legality of being able to bring Mitch Moses in.
Dobbo would have hated it.
Should Nico Hines be his body having failed him? Now, you can do that legally.
No, legally you can.
So stiff shit, Dobbo. Hasn't happened. Probably a bit late now.
Probably a bit late.
You'd suggest probably a bit late, although it's been done before.
Of course it has. Game day. Gunda. Gunda's been done.
I mean, I've heard stories about blokes getting airlifted in, didn't even have their boots.
No, they had Converse on. I can't remember who the fucking player was, but it was. But I've heard it happen.
No, I've definitely heard some yarn about some bloke, but I can't remember his name.
Can't remember.
Nah. But it's happened before.
It's happened before.
There's precedence.
Yes.
How long? When did Joey get airlifted in 2005? When Trent Barrett went down.
Westpac chopper sort of stuff, just dropping him off.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Well, it was 05. I don't remember how late. Was it Trent Barrett that went down?
Yeah, it was Trent. I just said that.
My apologies. Didn't hear that. One of your eyes started flickering and I was more distracted by that. One of your eyelids started shuddering.
Help.
Yeah. It was real fucking panic stations on that left eyelid. Either way, dude, Sharks, they didn't have they were troops down, but
They're also not that good.
they're also not that good, and that's the reality. That's the thing we got to face. Well, not we, but Sharks fans. I don't care. The Newcastle Knights are an uninspiring rugby league team. Is that fair to say? Like, just uninspiring. But the Bulldogs, I'm a Dogs fan, and I'm a Dogs stan, as the kids say. I'm a stan of the Dogs.
You're a stan.
Stan is like a way of saying fan. I don't know.
That's not very Australian.
No, it's Yank. It's Yank
Yeah.
youth shit.
Because we take shit off here. We don't add shit. We shorten shit.
Well, I think Stan.
Don't go to the service station, you go to the server.
No, I don't think Stan's an adding of anything. I think,
Well, you're replacing an F with an ST.
yeah, but that's not. I think it's about, and I could be very wrong here, and I hope I am almost. Stan of M&M's, my tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why. Dear Stan, he's a super fan. So it's like I'm a stan of this.
Stan originated from a combination of the words stalker and fan.
There you go. So that's not right, what I was saying, but it still makes sense.
Stalker and fan. The kids, eh?
Kids.
Riz. I only found out literally 5 days ago.
I
That was
told
short
you
for
what
charisma.
Riz
We had
was.
this discussion
I
last year.
told you what Riz was last year.
I was asking people for ages, no one could tell me the answer.
Cap. I told you. That's Cap, dude. I told you.
Yeah, literally 5 days ago.
No, I told you last year.
No, you
Because
didn't.
Dave was...
You were
was on-
like, oh, it means cool.
No, I can back you up. We had that
I
conversation
said
last year.
charisma. And D or Dave was in here. May he rest in eternal heavenly peace. But...
So I forgot. So I've been told
You-
more than once.
Yeah, dude, you're capping. Big time. For real, for real.
For real, for real. Why is it said twice? Almost said like a crash course. In
Dude, we
cool.
should get a young cunt.
Where have we heard that before?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe the You Wouldn't boys would know. Totes sort of does, but he doesn't as well. He seems like he's too cool for school a little bit, Totes. You know what I mean? Because Totes country, it's sort of like you don't want to
Having
speak
your
like
own
the kids
compost
do.
is cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in Tote country, it's about composting.
Are you composting, man?
Yeah, yeah.
You better be composting, man.
Yeah. Are you growing any herbs on your windowsill,
What's your carbon footprint looking like,
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
I just like that you're saying cap like instinctually now. Like that first one just came out.
No, I know what I'm saying, dude. I'm down.
Sounded pretty natural.
So what's
Yeah.
no cap mean? No bullshit?
Yeah.
No,
But like
not
why?
lying.
Not lying.
Why? So you cunts don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, that's why we don't talk to them.
You're just regurgitating what someone younger than you came up with, and you don't even know what it means.
I don't know where it originated from.
Well, I won't be getting a lesson off you then.
No, that's why, I mean, well, I don't even know if you wouldn't or no. Well, you always need to go for fucking
The
teenager.
origins of the term are uncertain, but it is believed to have originated in hip-hop culture. So it actually doesn't really have, at least from my brief Google search, doesn't look like it has a legitimate origin.
Whatever.
So
The Bulldogs, no
Underdogs.
cap. Fucking, I'm a stan. I'm a stan for the Dogs. No cap. For real, for real. That's all I'm saying. Like, they're a good rugby league side.
well,
They
they're
are the
playing-
most improved team in the competition.
Not even close. Good to see Seraldo working the boys up and in. They're looking good. Can definitely make the 8. Playing with a bit of grit, Tom. Got a good side. Got good players.
Yeah. And they beat the Knights. Fucked the Knights up. Rainy McDonald Jones Stadium Friday night. I don't know if there's a more depressing place on earth than their piss and rain. You're a Knights fan and you're getting butt fucked. Like, remember when we went there and Manly beat the shit out of them?
GIO, Canberra would be worse.
That is worse. That is worse.
Freezing cold.
Yeah.
Sewerage
Stinks like poo.
pumping away in the
Yeah.
corner.
And your team's losing.
You're out in Bruce.
Yeah.
Like,
30 minutes from civilization in a town that is hours from civilization.
what are we going to call this suburb? Let's call it Bruce.
Yeah. Which was my granddad's name, so I don't want to be too disparaging about
It's
that.
not the name of a suburb, though.
No, it's not.
I'm not shitting on the word.
It's like imagine calling a suburb Tim.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I got to go to Tim and Savi for work.
Where do you
Yeah, nip
putting
through
that on your
Karen and get
address-
some
address?
some groceries.
Yeah.
I might get some fuel in Nancy.
Yeah, nah, that doesn't. It's fucking weird.
It's weird shit. It's very Canberra,
Yeah. Yeah, well, it is very Canberra.
you know?
Everything's too organised and pre-thought out, like their roads and their roundabouts and shit. I don't want to go hard on Canberra.
But it's just interesting to me that, we went from calling suburbs Woolloomooloo to Bruce.
Well, Woolloomooloo sounds like an Indigenous name.
Exactly. We went away from what worked.
Yeah, it sounds
in
great.
favour of
Yeah.
some fucking pretty vanilla, no offence to Bruce,
No.
straight up and
Listen, it is.
down.
I
fucking
much prefer the
Anglo name.
Indigenous names for suburbs and shit.
I think everyone does.
Bruce is lame. When we do talk rugby league, Eddie, who's it for? It's for our good friend Bruce. And the people of Bruce. And also the people at KO.
If your name's Bruce and you don't have KO,
You're a fucking
you're an
loser.
idiot.
You definitely live in Canberra.
Why don't we speak to all the Bruces listening?
Yeah. Past and present, because my and Wirramu's grandfather Bruce up there, he's up there with fucking Gough Whitlam and the like, resting in eternal heavenly peace.
Bruce, if you're hearing this right now, and I know you are, all Bruces, ask yourself this. If you love the game of rugby league and you don't have KO, ask yourself why. Why is that? What's fueling that decision?
Yeah.
Now, if it's about money, you're going to have to start making some sacrifices. Okay?
Cut down on meals.
Cut down on meals. Cut out breakfast. Because there's a chance that maybe you're carrying a few extra.
Yeah. And also breakfast isn't necessary. And this isn't medical advice.
No, it's not.
Breakfast not necessary.
But it's time to start making sacrifices. Maybe you pack your own lunch.
yeah.
Maybe you stay up till like 9:30 p.m. Sunday having an anxiety attack, meal prepping.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's it.
Anything for the love of the game.
Have fucking Uncle Wirramu over here, sometimes he'll just straight up bring a carrot in. Like he's a horse or one of Santa's reindeer.
Bang. Get a carrot from Woolies and get a big tub of hummus, the cheap one.
Yeah.
You go all day on that.
You do start, I will say, the only side effect of a lot of hummus, my children can attest to this and my wife, is that you do some absolutely heinous farts.
We'll get some baba ganoush.
That doesn't sound like it's going to smell any better, to be honest.
Just try.
You're going to have to try some shit. This is like what's it called, the diet where you try things and you add and you take away or whatever it's called.
See what works.
Yeah.
Go into Woolies and just start piling up the fruit in the pockets.
Yeah, you could also start.
When they pick you up, just go, what are you doing? Go, identify as a child.
Yeah. Stuff some potpourri up your ass.
Fruit's free for kids.
But if you stuff some like potpourri, some things that smell nice up your bum, it might change the smell of your farts.
There's options. Okay?
But do you not agree with that?
I don't. I think it's worth investigating. I
That's
think it's
all I'm
worth
saying.
looking at.
Yeah.
Of course I do. That's what you do to get KO. Things like that.
Yeah. So Dogs win. They win well. Newcastle are an embarrassment to the league.
Dogs have the second best defence in the league. Only after Penrith.
Where do you learn that, I wonder? Fuck, where do you reckon you learned that?
The systems, the processes. Cam.
Yeah. Sir Arles.
Sir Aldo.
We'd be coming first if we could defend, wouldn't we? Yeah.
Something like that. Our defense is literal fucking poison. Listen, do we celebrate the Dragons for winning against the Panthers? Like, I don't know. It's good, but
It's not nothing, buddy.
it's not nothing.
But it's a buy-round win.
It's a buy-round victory. The Raiders. Now, we'll get to this in about even. There's some things that happen there. I was going to say ructions again. I felt like maybe I was overusing it.
I was in hysterics that went down. So funny.
Tough. But I did get up. Toddler's had a great weekend on the punt. My civilian weekend on the punt has been divine. Not like his divine, because he had a monster. But I got Alamotti first try scorer. I got Savage. I got Whitehead. Got Raiders dub. I got a nice win in the UFC. Things were looking up for me on the weekend. Nice. Not on about even, though. Mm-mm. Can you tell us about your bet, Toddler, please?
Yeah, so at the pub yesterday, hit a 3-legger in the UFC multi. So with the Kevin Holland fight, Strickland and Islam.
What was that paying?
$11. So I had built a bit of a kitty from that one. Then
what were you going like? Strickland decision?
I had Kevin Holland by KO or submission, Strickland by points, and then Islam by submission.
Nice.
Paying him $11.
Nice.
Pulled
you got
out
that late.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Pulled out half of the winnings from that, and then using some of those winnings, I put on Cowboys head-to-head, Braden Burns to score, Scotty Drink to score, and Finny Fuiaki to score at $70. And it hit.
Fucking oath.
At the pub. Just a cheeky Sunday.
That's very nice.
That is. And it's
Cheering.
responsible gambling. You know what I mean? It's like he's putting winnings back into it. We like responsible success stories here, don't we?
Oh, fuck yeah.
It was on my Ned's profile as well.
Don't
You
try
guys
to get
have
followers
constantly-
on there, Tobler. Don't try to get followers
Constantly giving me shit.
on there. Don't
for.
try to get... Well, yeah, like, one swallow doesn't make a summer, as they say.
Is that what they say?
Fair enough. How many swallows?
Don't know, bruh. Not a fucking bird guy. Punters and Dribbles podcast, always brought to you by Ned's. We shout out our good friends at Ned's. They bring you About Even, the number one betting show on planet Earth. The betting show, all other betting shows, try to copy. That's right. If you were only listening to this, Eddy was...
Doing a Hamish Street
doing
suck
a Hamish
it.
Street degeneration, like suck it across his joints.
Oh, he's good.
He is very
Shout
good.
out to Hamish. Not part of the
Shout out to
raid,
Hamish.
just a shout out to him.
If you were following along on the Ned's profiles this week, you would have seen me hitting civilian bets. You would have seen Tobler hitting civilian bets. We don't want you to follow Tobler. In fact, we want you to unfollow Tobler. But Ned's is where you go if you like to have a punt. Thank you to Ned's once again, for supporting everything we do here at Hello Sport. You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website. Now, I don't know. Benji went on a mid-season holiday to Fiji.
Did he?
They've lost like 10 straight games.
Oh, has he been getting ripped?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck off, he did.
Yeah.
Benj.
He said that he's like, I told everyone to have a holiday. So all the staff, everyone's taken time off. Shane Richardson was over in fucking England. Everyone had time off.
No, I get that. But if you are getting pumped, is there an argument to be made that you need to be getting down to business?
So his argument...
At the end of the season, when they win another spoon and he's had 10 days off to go to Fiji and he's not a 24/7 coach, there's a lot of fodder there.
When his defense, which I believe was made from a hammock while sipping on a pina colada.
Collarded up.
Yeah. Was that sometimes a fresh perspective is what's needed. So getting everyone away and not thinking about rugby league at all might actually help them come up with some ideas on how to win. I don't know how that works. It seems counterintuitive. Like, don't think about anything, but then like it'll help you to.
There's definitely merit in having a break if you're out of puff and you're like fried, but you shouldn't be fried after 12 rounds, should you?
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. If you aren't winning, maybe you are. And then he was talking about improvement.
How common is this for cunts to fuck off?
It's never done. Like a coach, but he's like, I could have gone to New Zealand. I don't think anyone would have given a fuck. He's like, I could have gone somewhere in Australia. I don't know if anyone would have cared. It's the fact that I'm fucking in a Fijian bure getting massages and drinking pina coladas and getting,
Interesting. It's just stuff that's it's because it's PR.
You're giving
right?
yourself.
It's
you're giving
PR,
yourself.
and it's interesting as well because he actually knows how it works. He's like, if I went to New Zealand, no one would care. Yeah, no one would because it's all in the spin.
Yeah,
it's all in the spin.
Yeah,
you could go somewhere really nice and put the feet up and chill out in New Zealand, and you could just hide behind. I'm seeing family, whatever. Make some bullshit up. You can't get away with that.
In
when
Fiji.
you're sucking on a pina colada laying in a hammock in Fiji. You can't sell that to the journos at the market.
No.
And again, all this stuff
especially Bulldog.
All this stuff comes into sharp focus when you've been handed your second spoon.
Third.
Would this be
This
they
would be their
won
third.
they already won
They've
two in a
already
row.
won two.
In a row.
Yeah.
3 spoons ain't good, bro.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And they.
Can we bring the scrape mic in? How do you feel about it?
About the Fiji thing?
Yes.
I think it's fine.
Be
I'm
honest though. Like,
Pardon
don't
me?
just be an apologist for your team.
Yeah, look, I guess I'm not the best person to ask because I'm always going to like see through rose-colored glasses. But mate, imagine the toll of like losing 8 in a row. Go to Fiji, bruh. Put your feet up.
So you aren't concerned.
But don't you
about
think
trying
that?
I'm
but don't you
literally
think-
like zero concerned.
But don't you think after losing 8 in a row, it would imply that there's work to be done?
No, I don't think necessarily. Like we were just saying with Dylan Edwards, doing extras is not always the answer. I don't think.
We did say that. It's smart of him to use our.
Well,
own
Tom,
wise
that's
words
more a
against us.
question for you because you also took not too dissimilar of a break
But physical
to Benji.
That's true. I did go away.
And how did you feel when you came
Yeah, but
back?
we weren't losing. We were winning.
No,
I just
that's
needed
true.
a break.
Yeah, we were winning, not losing, bro.
No.
And
I had
I'm
three
not-
holidays cancelled by my sick children, so I was like, fuck it. And Eddie went to Mexico, and I was super jealous. So I went and fucking... But, like, again, if you're winning, you can go on holidays.
But also, just to be super clear about the Dylan Edwards thing, I'm not saying that he should just like lay in bed and fucking game all camp. I'm not saying that. I mean, he shouldn't be out kicking fucking 1,000 fucking drop goals and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
No.
Go and watch tape.
Go and
know?
watch tape or go and watch Shogun.
Yeah, hang out with the boys.
there's a fucking...
Talk shop, talk tactics. You don't need to be like if he goes, I'm going to go for a 50k run fucking 5 times this week. You'd be like, that's too much still.
Now, that's also probably extreme because he probably isn't saying
But it's
that.
evidence of doing extras being ridiculous.
Well, sure, if you're running 50Ks. But I do understand what you're saying. You're being hyperbolic.
I'm
convey a point.
ramming it all the way up
Yeah.
to show everyone that there is too much and that like you can work back from there and it still be too much to a point.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
By evidence the fact that there is too much. That exists.
Then, you also then have to put the family hat on. So that Benji is also a father and a husband and a lover, a good one I can imagine. And that, it's not all just about rugby league.
I get that. But again, that's not the way of the world.
But maybe he's trying to change the world.
He's using far too much logic.
Maybe he's trying to change the world, man.
You can't, that's not going to happen.
What do you mean? He's not allowed to try to change the world. That's what anyone would say
He's going to get shit.
before they change the world.
He's going to get shit on by the journos if he doesn't. If he turns this thing around, great. But it's a bit of a risk
He was also like,
because he's going to get shit the fuck on if they start. Well, let's say they're going to lose the next 3 games, and that's all they'll talk about. Puts you under more pressure. Undoes all the holidays' good work.
it does. Well, maybe he also needs it. Maybe he just needs like exhale because he knows he comes back and he gets pounded.
I don't give a shit he's done it, but I think other people.
Well,
could.
no, they do. It was in the fucking papers all weekend.
There you go.
It's just around the same time that a few of the Knights players went to Bali last year.
Well, that was a big lie. It was only Bradman Best.
And they didn't go. They stayed back.
It was only Bradman Best, and he got a sleeve, and he came back and scored 2 tries, so maybe it works.
Tigers Dragons Friday night, so we'll see.
God, that's an anticipated
CMC
game.
Bowl.
Fuck me. Where's that at?
I'm not sure. Let me check.
Campbelltown?
I don't want to reveal too much either.
No, it's at Wynn Stadium.
You just
Rank.
good luck winning down there, cunt.
You going to go?
No.
Don't want to reveal too much, but we've got a monster stream coming up. Not this one, obviously, for Origin, but just
One in June.
it is June.
Well, coming up, could have been July.
This month, you're right.
Big stream coming up.
Yeah.
You're going to enjoy it.
You're going to love it. Before we get into the UFC, but fight sports more generally, Edward.
Yes.
Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
Yes.
That has been postponed.
Has it?
Yes, because Mike Tyson of 60 years old fame had a flare-up in his ulcer that he has inside of his stomach.
When were they set to fight?
Don't know. But
An ulcer in his stomach.
I
What
think
is
that's
that?
like an old
July
person
20 was when they were meant to fight.
And yeah, but the doctor.
What is that?
What's a stomach?
What's an ulcer?
Stomach ulcer. Have you
Obviously,
ever had an
I'm-
ulcer in your mouth?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're the same thing, but it's in your tongue.
It's a
And
sore that develops on the lining of the esophagus, stomach, or small intestine.
That
And-
sounds quite painful.
Yeah, dude. But also, like, is it more of is a stomach ulcer?
It's like a
something that happens,
break
like-
in the tissue lining of the stomach.
Is it something that happens more to oldies?
Um,
Because
Well,
when you hear he's got a stomach ulcer and he's having complications, again, I don't know if we've had this discussion, but when you hear about someone having complications, that seems like you're an old person. And it just reminds you that Jake Paul is 28 and Mike Tyson is 60. And, like, could he kill him?
Is he 60 or is he...
57. We round the fuck up there.
Yeah.
So he became nauseous and dizzy during a flight to Los Angeles last week, attributed to the ulcer flare-up.
So the bloke can't even catch flights.
What might cause an ulcer to flare?
And how does it make you dizzy?
Acids from food that you eat sometimes, anti-inflammatory medicines, stress, spicy food could make it worse, sorry.
Well, surely you're not eating spicy meals when you got a stomach ulcer. You'd think.
That would be fucking
That'd be
awfully
the first
painful,
protocol,
yeah.
wouldn't it? You'd be drinking a lot of milk.
They affect people age 60 and over a lot more.
60 and over a lot more, yeah.
It is. It's moments like this where you just go. The fact that this fight was sanctioned is fucking ridiculous, and just another reminder that money.
Speaks, talks, walks.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Well, glass bottom boats exist for a reason.
Correct, Tom. Correct. People get shit on for the right price.
Or
Shit on you.
on you.
And they,
Well, that's way easier to get your head around, though, financially speaking. Like, I'm going to need more to be pooed on than to poo on.
yes, it's actually counterintuitive to think that there's people out there paying huge money to get pooed on.
It doesn't make sense.
Makes no sense.
No. Like, I'd obviously want to, like, cover my face, cover any, like, notable, like, birthmarks and shit. But if it's like, all right, I want to get pooed on for a sizable amount.
You'd get pooed on?
No, dude, I'm saying I'd do it.
Oh, you do the poo.
But I'm not, like, I'd prefer to cover my face if I'm walking in there.
You'd like to do it in a balaclava
Yep.
and cover your tat.
Cover my tat. Exactly. Cover things that you're going to, oh, that's Tom.
Yeah. I'd be able to tell.
You'd still be able, well, you know my body. Yeah. Mate, I could pick you with a fucking balaclava on a mile away.
Correct. If you
Fuck
know
yeah.
if you know someone.
I know every inch of you.
Exactly. But I mean, I'd like to think that you'd tell me if you were shitting on people for money.
Yeah, mate, I'd happily share it with you. I'd be like, guess what, dude? You'd be like, oi, why are you driving a Lamborghini?
Yeah.
I'd say, well, I've been pooing on sheiks.
And business is good.
I'm pooing on oil billionaires,
And
dude.
business is good.
Russian oligarchs.
Yeah. Yeah. Rich people like to
They're
get shit on.
flying me private. And I'm going over there. I'm fucking doing,
Yeah.
I'm getting through 4 a day.
You'd make more money than anyone can. No one shits more than you.
I'd be like one of those prize bulls.
Yeah.
UFC. I just want to shout out Nico Price quickly, who beat Alex Morono. I was watching this.
Poor old Alex was stuck in the mud, wasn't he?
He sucked. But as they were walking,
He looked like he was in slow motion.
he was 4 weeks, he took the fight on 4 weeks' notice. Not
This
nothing.
is a punch.
Yeah, and his feet, the way he was standing and walking, it was weird.
And he's sucking, he's
described
like,
it. Rogan was like, he's like walking through mud. As Nico Price was walking to the ring, Rogan, Anik, and fucking Cormier are like, well, Nico, this is a rematch. Nico knocked him out in the second round, their first fight, but he popped for marijuana, which at the time was like considered performance enhancing. So it became a no contest, or he got stripped of the win. So I'm like, okay, so Nico knocked him out last time. Then they're like, oh yeah, and Nico was meant to be fighting this other guy, but he only found out 4 weeks ago that Alex Morono was going to be the fighter. And I was like, and I've watched Nico Price fight before. He's pretty good, like he's pretty wild. And I was like, I wonder what the fuck he's paying. And he was paying $3.60. And I'm like, so you're telling me he's knocked this guy out the last time they fought, and this guy's coming on short notice, $3.60?
How does that work? Was that a fucker?
Don't know. Well, yeah, it was, because I responsibly threw the bat at it, and I had a nice little win.
Well, Alex looked like pure shit.
He looked like arse.
After the first round, he was even in the first round.
I would argue it was like, I can't remember what the score was, but it felt like it was 3 rounds.
It was 3 rounds. It was 3-round fight.
No, I mean that old mate won all 3. Just from like the vibe
visually,
test.
yeah. I would have thought so. Although
How the fuck?
people think that fucking
Costa
got it.
Dude, that was absurd.
You know what they should do? If I'm Dana White, obviously he rules with an iron fist. I'd be taking refs that do that, and I'd be taking them out the back. Judges. Just line up the skip, bang, roll them in.
Just shoot him and put him in the
Shoot
bin.
him and fucking wheel him down.
Give him
the
an
street.
opportunity to explain himself before you shoot him, though. Because, so we'll just get to it, all right? Sean Strickland, Paulo Costa.
You can't reward stupidity like that.
No, but 5 rounds, it was a pretty shit fight, but it was
awful.
But largely I felt because Costa wasn't engaging. Strickland did not stop walking forward the whole 25 minutes. Like, he did not stop. It was just like,
He's the fucking Terminator. He just walks with his hands up, his bolt upright, and he lifts his knees.
And it's just jab,
and then he
cross,
just kicks
jab,
and
cross,
shit.
kick,
And Costa
like, kick
was
kicks.
like running backwards.
But
and they're like, he never does that.
I was watching it on mute because I had family over. And so I wasn't hearing the commentary or whatever.
Well, they picked her. Joe was said immediately. He goes, Sean will walk like this the whole time. He won't stop. And he'll use very little energy. And then he goes, so Paul needs to try and stop him from doing that, because running backwards the whole time takes up a heap of energy.
Yeah.
He was gassed.
Yeah. He did nothing. It was crazy. But then, it was from what I saw, it was 5 rounds to 0 to Strickland. And one guy had...
Oh, mate, maybe Costa in the 4th or 3rd, maybe. But I would have had it 5.
And let's
so
say...
one judge had it Costa winning the first and then Strickland the other 4. Second
Costa did
judge
not
had
win the first
Strickland winning all 5. And then Dave Torelli, this other judge, had Costa winning the first 4 and then gave Strickland the 5th round.
Insane. Which, it just...
Makes no sense.
Made no sense at all. It was fucking...
Some of those rounds in the first 4, it costed... I think the second round was bad.
They had the strikes, the strike numbers. There was one where he'd thrown 13. And I think then Strickland had got 40 fucking significant strikes off.
It doesn't. I feel like I'm watching different fights, completely different fights when I hear scores like this.
Yeah.
It doesn't. And the fact that judging, so-called professional judges, can be so unaligned.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you sort of almost think they should be former fighters as well. They're not. They don't have to have even fought before.
I know. It's crazy to me. It needs to be looked at. It's a real mess. It's a real mess.
Maybe needs to be...
investigated. There needs to be an investigation.
Yep. Personal inside joke there, don't worry. I'm so glad I missed Kevin Holland dislocating that guy's arm.
I watched every second of it, and it was... we watched it at the Bolo. Great spot. Quiet. There's probably 10 of us in there.
This in Byron?
Yep. I had Palmy with the biggest fuck. I asked for double gravy, and I got like one of the great bowls of it all time.
Oh, that's nice.
It was unbelievable. I also got cheeseburger spring rolls, which were delicious.
Wow.
And I was just working them in through the grave. And it was like, it was the sounds coming out of people's mouths when we were watching fucking Holland do that was just.
What did it look like? Like, what did his arm look like when it was
It looked like, so he pulls it in and then he gets it. And you're like, oh no, that's it. It's gone. And then and then the guy doesn't tap. And so Kevin's like looking at the ref and then looking at him. He's like, fuck, he's not going to tap. So I'm going to have to break his arm. And then he like readjusts and just gets down and pulls his leg as well and just puts one of the great fucking hurtings on this arm. And then it's like spaghetti. And it's going over the back like this way, like this. It's going this way.
Yeah.
And then it's just like fully like out like this. Basically like that. And it was about to like, you would say, pop out through the skin. It would have been like a compound. Like, fucked up.
Fuck.
The ref, and rightly so, sees what's going on, stops it, and then when the guy sits up, his arm's all floppy. And he's like, it's all broken. I'm like, yeah, it is, mate.
Well,
it's same, whatever.
Yeah, it's fucked.
It's fucked.
He was pissed off that the ref stopped the fight.
But
But then he tried to put weight on his arm and it just went.
yeah, and it went like that. But the commentators were saying sometimes you've got to protect a fighter from themselves. Like just because you're going to lay there until he snaps your arm in half doesn't mean that you can fight on, mate. You're not getting out of the arm bar. It's in super deep.
But then, like,
and your arm's now dislocated.
TJ Dillashaw
It's disgusting.
TJ Dillashaw fought Aljamain Sterling. It was like one of those ones where he fucked his shoulder in the camp. He had really bad shoulder and didn't tell anyone. Came in and then like the first exchange, his shoulder popped out and he just fought out the entire round with his shoulder out. And they put it back in and then he got fucking, I think he got finished in the next round. But you just like, I mean, obviously I think you stop it as well. But the argument, I guess, from a fighter would be like, let me be I'll keep going.
Right. But so in this case, specifically, he would just have snapped the arm clean in half and then the guy sits up and then you're like, well, what do you want to fight with one arm? It's just like there's a level of ridiculousness here.
Ridiculousness.
It was fucking awful to watch. It made me feel sick.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't
it was
watch that.
horrific.
I can't.
It was horrific.
I can't watch
it. It was just the moment when he looks up at the ref because he's got this arm bar and it's like everyone else, I would argue 99% of people tap then and he doesn't. And he looks at the ref. The ref's like, so he's like, all right. This locks in for it. It's gnarly.
And this was after Holland got dropped.
Huh?
Holland got dropped
Holland got dropped
by,
in like the first
like a
30
left
seconds.
hook.
And then the
And
guy,
then down
the guy
on the
jumped on
ground.
him and he's like, whoop.
And just flipped it around and then got him in the bar. It was crazy.
This was first round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genius.
A minute
Genius
30 into the
stuff.
fight.
Holland's a fucking
Genius
he's a good
stuff.
fighter. He's an exciting fighter to watch. Anyway, we then go to the main event, Islam Dustin. It looked like it was going to be over in the first fucking minute.
It was a good fight.
It was a good fight.
It was a good
Some
fight.
dribblers and the fucking punters and dribblers are like, fucking Islam, so boring. I'm like, that was a good fight. Like, obviously there are moments where wrestling happens and you're not like, it's not the most dynamic. Like, it's not someone getting elbowed in the face. But like, if you have someone like Dustin who was able to actually either weather the storm or then get out of it, it was a fucking good fight. Same with Volk and Islam.
He got up a few times, Dustin.
Yeah.
And they had some fun exchanges. He's like yelling at him and shit.
It was a
he
great
cut him
fight.
the fuck
Yeah,
up.
yeah, he
That Islam's cut was bad.
Yeah, it was.
Real bad.
Dude, I think I saw somewhere that after the fight they were saying like one of the judges, again, I didn't watch it. I was watching it semi-closely because I had people over, but like one of the judges had it 2-2 and going into the fifth.
Yeah, I don't. That.
It didn't feel like that watching it.
No, I wouldn't be. If it went to the scorecards, I don't think that the other judges would have had it that way.
Yeah.
But still, the point is, it was like a relatively close fight.
Yes.
At least in rounds, it was.
Well, that's
there was a
like-
couple of
that
rounds.
was
There was a
also
couple of
like-
rounds. Like the first was so clearly Islam.
Yeah, but the fact that he couldn't get him done, that was just though. That's probably like the most you've seen Islam be pushed from memory.
Volk pushed him further.
Volk pushed him. I don't know if Volk pushed him further.
I think he did.
He probably had. Yeah, I don't know, man. He fucked. Like you look at his face after that fight. Dustin fucked him up.
Yeah, well, but like in the sense that Volk finishes on top of him in the fifth, he definitely gets 2 rounds. Some people had him getting 3.
Yeah.
Dustin got fucking submitted.
This was more violent, maybe. This was probably more violent than the
Gets
Volkov.
submitted at the end. What minute did he get submitted in? What is that? 2:42.
Yeah, 2:42 remaining or 2:42 in, whatever, similar.
242 into the
Yeah.
about halfway.
Tough. No one really thought Dustin was going to win. You hope.
Everyone watching was pro Dustin, at least that was in the pub, and that most people in this country are pro Dustin. I think everyone wanted the bridesmaid to finally get married.
Yeah. 27 dresses, Catherine Heigl sort of stuff.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, buddy. Exactly what I'm talking about. Although I think unlike Catherine,
because she ends up getting married.
I believe so. Dustin, and he may yet.
He may yet. The
But
movie
he's-
not necessarily over, but he was indicating that he might.
But he has
retire.
had a lot of fights and he's pretty old.
Yeah, 35, not that old. He's the same age as me, but whatever.
But listen, he can tell the kids fought Khabib for a lightweight title, lost, but was in there.
$4
Fought Islam
Islam
for a fucking lightweight title, lost.
3 title fights. 4, technically. 1 was an interim.
Well, he won that one.
Yes, but he's had 4 title fights.
But
None of the undisputes.
there's the reality to a lot of UFC interim belts now is that they're cereal box belts.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Not worth the paper they're written on.
Yeah, because the champ over there, he's just not fighting right now, so we're just going to hand one out to make it like...
So that we just don't hold the division up.
Essentially, your belt is for the next bloke to fight.
Yeah,
Khabib.
exactly. Yeah. It's the number one
Who
contender.
did he beat? Holloway, maybe?
It was Holloway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, fuck. If it is the end of Dustin, he's a good fight. Like, he was a fun fighter to watch.
Big fan of his work.
Huge fan.
Like him. And he bought it,
Yeah.
He bought it. Like, after that first round, I'm like, oh, this is going to be bad. And he got back on his feet and he started to play away.
I was
good
on
stuff.
Islam round 2 submish. So after the first round, I was like, fuck, this thing could be on here. But he fought. He fought it.
The fighter fought, mate.
The fighter fought. One more thing before we get to some drills.
Okay.
Unless there's anything you've forgotten.
Can I be honest with you? I came in with one thing.
What was that? A hangover.
Correct.
Yeah. Congratulations from you and I, from the team, from Hello Sport, from Shane Keith Productions, at large, to Rupert Murdoch, who just got married for a 5th time.
Did he?
Yep. Can you go into the saved photos? Go into the saved photos on Hello Sports Instagram.
Did he really?
5th time.
Why do these fucking guys do this?
He was engaged last year to someone else.
I know.
Someone else.
I know. And
Look-
they've got to
He's 90.
They've got to pay these things out.
I know.
It's fucking ridiculous.
If you're his kids, you're going, Dad, for fuck's sake, mate, I want to get some.
I think they've already given their money.
Look at those sensible shoes. Look at those sensible shoes he's wearing at his wedding.
Oh, my God.
No
The
way.
former Fox and News Corp champion, 93, married 67-year-old Elena Zukova after a short engagement, Moscow native. He's introduced to Murdoch by his third wife, Wendy Dang.
Dude, she used to be married to the Abramovich who owned Chelsea.
Roman.
Yeah,
Is that his first wife?
I believe so.
Is that right?
Dior. But like serious, just
Different name, though. Well, she might have been married
she-
a couple of times. She might be getting thrown.
Well, that's what I mean, right? They all seem to be in this high society sort of Billy sort of stuff. The glass bottom boat territory over here.
It's a fucking good racket, mate. And people go, yeah, but they signed prenups. She'll still get a payout. I'm not saying she's going to get half his net worth, but she'll still get fucking 50 on the way out. You know what I mean? For doing fuck all.
well sucking
For how
and
long?
fucking.
Yeah, for a year.
Well, maybe. It doesn't make much sense though, does it?
It doesn't make sense on his part.
Look at those sensible shoes, dude. They're so cute. She's at least, stumped up. I mean, she is 60 in fairness. She can still get around in heels.
Imagine just hearing about your dad getting married again to some different woman, even though he was engaged last year. You just go, Dad, calm down.
Yeah, can you fucking get it together, you old fuck? What are you doing? But I'm happy for him. This is a Hello Sport. Congratulations.
Well, this is a love story.
Yeah, it is.
Don't forget that.
I wonder what they come down the aisle to. Is it like an Ed Sheeran? You know what I mean? Like what music plays at a billionaire's wedding?
Well, he's
Fifth wedding.
He's Australian.
True. Gangy out on the patio. Something like that.
Yeah. He's Australian at heart, man.
Or Goanna, is it? Fucking Side Rock, standing on Sacred ground. Or is it a bit more? Is it a bit more modern, like 5 Seconds of Summer?
Or Dubbo's Finest, Thirsty Merc.
Thirsty Merc. Take me back.
Take me back to the...
Or is it a remix of Mumbo number 5 and it's Wedding number 5?
Now you're talking. Now you're talking.
Anyway.
But that's love. You fall hard when you're old, though.
You do. Well, literally, because you fucking can't fucking stand.
You know, like...
You fall on everything, let alone love.
Old blokes fall hard. Break hips and shit.
Yeah, they do.
So she's the mother of Roman Abramovich's ex-wife.
Okay,
It was her daughter that was married to him.
There you
like
go. I knew there was
9
some
years.
connection. Who did she used to be married to, though? I swear she was married to like an oligarch.
Yeah. Her.
What's her backstory? Elena Zhukova.
She's a painter. Russian painter.
Okay.
Used to be married to Alexander Zhukov, Russian-born British businessman.
Alexander Zhukov. That name sounds familiar. I don't know why.
Volkov. You'd be thinking of Alexander Volkov, UFC fighter.
No, I'm not.
No?
No. Might have been something I've read. Anyway, I'm happy. I'm happy for him. Do you reckon you'll still be doing the damn thing in 93?
I'd like to think I would be. But look at his... Can we zoom in on his fart shape, please? Bit more. Bit more. Seen some things, eh?
Done some things.
Seen some things, done some things.
Not a bad claim.
Mate, he's doing the damn thing. I'd love to be
Most
doing
powerful media magnate all time.
Yeah.
Not bad.
From Adelaide.
From Adelaide.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah, wild.
And still out there, 93, still kicking about, still
Good for
fucking
him,
marrying,
ripping.
still chopping.
Still chopping, dude. And not chopping the composer. Doing some actual chopping.
I'm talking about... I'm talking about... Yeah, I'm talking about...
Yeah, no, I'm getting you.
He's got the pound towns on.
Well, he does. He's wearing the pound towns, isn't he? He's wearing the pound towns on.
Look at him, dude.
For extra grit.
He's got the pound towns on. He ain't slipping
Nah.
because you'll never get up.
Let's go.
Okay, lad, I've been thinking. Ewan Aitken of Ewan fame and Ethan Ewing of Ewan fame should get married, and we'll have Ewan. Think about it. Thanks, bud.
Ewan Ewing.
That's a great point.
Well, or Ethan can just call his son Ewan.
Yeah. Ewan.
Ewan Ewing.
Ewan.
But is it Ethan Ewing?
That's his name now. But if you had a son named Ewan,
It'd be Ewan. Not Ewan Ewing.
You could have Ewing. Or Ewan.
Ewing.
Yeah.
Because Ewan's a name, whereas Ewing isn't historically a first name. So you'd have Ewing.
Would it be W?
EUAN, Ewan.
Yep.
Although you could go Y.
I think it'd be better if it was YEWIN
N.
apostrophe. Ewan.
Ewing. Yeah.
Because he's a son of a surfer.
Yeah, so he's
a son of a potential, and I would say future world champ.
Well,
So
hopefully this year if you got money on him.
I do have money on him.
So do I.
That'll be a long termer.
That's a real long term.
Okay.
Ewing. I like that.
But you have to say it's pronounced you.
Yeah. Ewan. Oh, my voice is fucked. Ewan. Yeah. I can't dude. My voice is fucked. You. There you go.
Ing.
No,
Like that's how you have to say his name. Like commentators have to say it that way.
You
Like
gotta-
you know
you
how
gotta
there's like
say
the
you-
correct, there's correct pronunciation for everything. It's like if I want it to be Ing, then
You
it
got
has
to
be.
say Ewan first, because he's also going to surf. Ewing.
No, I'm saying that's his first name. Ing.
Ewing, or is he Ewing?
Ewing.
No, he's Ewan.
Yeah,
Ewan.
You. No,
Ewan.
Ewan.
Yeah, Ewing.
No, Ing.
I thought you said YEWIN.
That's his first
So
name.
that's Ewan.
Ing.
That's not ing. If it's just an N, there's no I.
Ing.
You said. Okay, now I'm just trying to clear this up because obviously I want to get this right. Y
Yeah.
E
W.
W.
Yep, that's the U.
I.
That's the U.
N.
Yeah.
Apostrophe.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
So what would that sound like if you just said that word?
It'd be you-ing.
No, it's not ing because there's no G. You're only doing N, so it'd be Ewan.
Ewan, yeah. You-ing. You-ing.
But why wouldn't you just go Ewan?
Because it's funnier. The pronunciation, you make people go, yeah, but my name, I want it to be pronounced and
Well, then,
Ewing.
but then you'd also pronounce the Ewing that way as well.
Yeah. Well,
See, that would...
anyway, I thought that was funny, but maybe people don't.
No, I liked it. I was just trying to get some clarification. I was seeking clarification. Like you might... What are you seeking right there, mate?
A burrito.
Right. We're still recording. We're still recording. Show's still going.
Yeah, I'm just getting to jump on the competition.
Next dribble. What are you going?
Yeah, good day, boys. Forgetting my box to the crease dribbler here. Just a quick one. I'm watching the Raiders Fish game, and just one of the great omens myths of KO weeks scoring at KO Stadium fame.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd share that one with you boys. I'm surprised you guys actually missed that one on the About Even, but yeah, have a cracker, boys. I just thought I'd let you in on that one. Great omens miss soon. See you, boys.
No, it was a bad one, and it was being played on KO exclusively. It was a mistake.
You see, you've really got to be thinking.
We haven't been doing much thinking this year, to be honest. We haven't.
If we want to get fair income, how much thinking have we been doing? Really?
Very little. Very little thinking.
You could argue almost none.
Yep, you could.
We've been overthinking.
But not really thinking.
We haven't been thinking.
No.
I can't tell you how fucking stoked I was when I saw that game went overs.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, of course.
By a fucking pubic hair.
By 1.5.
Yep.
Or was it? Yeah, 1.5. But that's rugby league.
Yeah, yeah.
Overs always.
I know, dude. Overs always. And don't follow Seb.
He's minus 70. He'll be
bad.
He'll
He'll be bad
now.
He'll be bad.
That's 15 down the shitter.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, he'd sworn off doing any triples or double stakes for the rest of the season.
So we got to find that clip.
Not for the rest of the season, forever.
Yeah, well, let's find that.
Yeah,
we got to find that clip for the
We'll find that
For the
clip.
rest of his life.
And then his triple stake to double like 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
He better be clipping that up himself.
Well, yeah, but we'll
find it.
We'll find it if he doesn't. Anyway, yeah, an omen missed. We're not thinking. Let's move on.
Tom, Eddy, Katie Totes, Cobbler. This is a tar woman dribbler here of inclusivity fame. Wondering if we ever get a Willie Burns Super Rugby wrapped, just a small segment each round, just talking about the Super Rugby. It's the nation's game. The Wallabies play for the nation, and we support the nation respectfully. Want to know your thoughts on that. Would love to hear a bit of Super Rugby chat, regardless of how shit it is. Just get around the boys. Hooroo. Manly forever, Brett Stewart forever as well.
Righto, Will, take it away, mate. You got 10 seconds.
Mate, I checked out a while ago when it was going to be the Waratahs' worst season ever.
I remember after the start they had. Yeah, that was it.
That was the wrap.
Yeah,
That was
after the
perfect.
start they had.
Yeah, I know. Shout out to Rugby World Cup hero Sam Carter, whose season also came to an end yesterday. Or the day before.
What? So Rebels go down. They've folded.
Rebels are folded. They're gone. They're done. They're folded.
They're folded. Rebels are folded.
They got humped by the Drua as well, 40-19.
That's nice. Nice way to go out.
We heard rumblings that the Brumbies and the Waratahs were in big trouble too.
Well, Carts are sitting pretty there with Twiggy Forrest and the Western Force. There's no way they're going out of biz. Now, they might be playing against themselves. They might be doing internal trials.
Possibles, probables.
Possibles, probables, because there'll be no one else to play. I don't really know, though.
But when you got that Twiggy cash, you're all right.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. But Varley, the Rebels.
Varley Rebels was good while it lasted.
Good while it lasted? Was it? We wish you all the best. Although you won't exist anymore. I tell you what you'll see. A lot of people in Tote Country will be wearing, like, unironically, Rebels merch in about 5 years.
Yeah, Yeah.
T-shirts and Rebels hats and you know,
like a Nick Phipps Rebels jersey.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to him, friend of the show. But like, or just a Rebels dad hat.
Or a scarf or something.
Yeah.
A Rebels tote.
Yeah.
You should try and get one before they go up in value. They'll be worth a shitload.
It's actually a great shout.
It'd be like the Adelaide Rams.
Yeah. Like that chick that I knew who started going for supporting rugby league and chose to support the Steelers who had already been kicked out of the competition. And it blew my mind when I realised that was the case.
Weird, huh?
Very weird. Anyway, not the point. We press on. What breed did you go with?
Guzman.
Obviously. What sort of burrito did you get?
I got beef. Today.
Huge.
Yep.
I'm not a beef guy.
I'm usually a chicken guy, and I just had beef on the mind.
Dude, we've got to go to that buffet and be Chad Townsend's.
The Epicurean.
That was your idea.
Make it happen.
And as the producer,
Let's do it.
I need to be taken places.
Yeah, you need to remind
I'll do
us.
stuff.
Say, hey, can we book it in for this day? I want to book it in this day.
I'm content. I'm content. You just carry me places and sit me down, and I'll do it.
I'll find a day. Hope you're hungry.
Well, you fucking pick a day. And
But
I'll
you'll
make
need
sure
to
I'm
tell
hungry.
me so I can prepare.
Yeah.
Because I want to go chat on that thing.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We're going to go full Chad.
Like that Bosch guy.
Big John.
Dude, his Chinese orders are so fucked.
Who?
He's
Have
elite.
you
You've
seen
never
Big John?
Oh, is he that English chav guy?
Yeah.
But he's like a scrawny little fucker, isn't he?
Dude, he's
No
fat as
way,
fuck.
he's enormous.
Bro. Dude, he's like fucking 300 kilos.
Watching him order Chinese is something else.
Are you thinking Bevo?
Yeah, I think I'm thinking Bevo.
No chewing.
I can't
Big ups
watch
to
people.
Chinese.
I
Yes.
can't watch people.
Chicken
like,
balls.
Yeah, here.
Sweet and sour chicken balls. Special fried rice. Mongolian lamb.
sweet and sour chicken balls.
Yeah, dude. Maybe get it up. Can we watch one?
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
watching them.
He's got it down to a science.
He was in Australia recently as well.
Oh, was he?
Big John.
People love Big John. Bosh. Oh, it's good shit.
Shout out to Good Day, dude. It is keeping me alive. Like I've got so many the kids under the weather from daycare. Some guys like, why aren't you giving it to your kids? I'm like, I'm not giving Good Day to my children.
Also, I was devastated when I got in here. I forgot to have it at home, and I got in here and there's none left. I'm like,
We got to get some sent up. I've got one sachet in my
it only
bag.
arrived yesterday. I mean, it only arrived last week.
I know. We got to get it sent up here.
Yep.
Quick sticks. Because I'm out. I got one more sash.
I got half a box at home. Thank God.
Bring some in for you, mate.
Yeah, I can do that.
Of course you can. You're about to say no.
I was thinking about it.
No, I know.
And then I was working out in my head, like, will I get more before I run out? Yes, I would. So I could.
And you should.
And I will.
And not to fucking make it an ad.
But it's made today hard.
It's fucking flying again.
It's made today hard.
No, but I'm just talking about not
I've
me.
had one.
It's fucking flying off the shelves again.
Oh, you mean it's working its cock off?
It's working its cock and vagina off. And we're doing our best we're doing our best not to sell out again.
Well, hopefully we won't.
We literally ordered shitloads.
Well, yes, we did.
And it's
But we are now ordering
more.
So
But it's like we thought we were chasing our tail effectively, and because it's so fucking
it's working.
good,
It's working.
it's not a bad problem to have, but it's just
It works though. The punter and the dribbler know it works.
yes.
Because they're taking it.
And the good words
Because they're
spreading.
taking it. And they're like, fucking hell.
It's
this actually
going.
does work.
It's going beyond the punter and the dribbler. It's going to the dribblet. It's going to the mumlets, to like your grandlets.
The dadlets. Here is.
Jesus, what in the fuck? How did it get that loud?
You don't need your headphones.
No.
It's on the
Back
telly.
from holiday, got ordered Chinese. Just this second got back from the airport. Yes, look, I'll place an order for delivery, please. Right, could I have a special charming, a special house charming, a plain charming, a house special fried rice, an egg fried rice, sweet and sour chicken balls, sweet and sour pork balls, shredded chili beef, sweet and sour chicken Hong Kong style, beef in black bean sauce. Could I have kung po prawns, salt and chili king prawns, salt and chili chicken. Could I have a portion of chips, mini pancake rolls, roast duck Chinese style, chips, prawn crackers. Thank you very much, and a curry sauce. Diet Coke, please. Yes, please. Lovely. Thank you very much.
And delivery will take around 50 minutes to an hour.
50 minutes to an hour. That's perfect. Thank you. Holiday. Bosh.
Who is this fat fuck?
Big John.
He just started putting up videos.
He's the
of him
Bosch
ordering
guy.
Chinese on a Sunday night.
Whoever's
Saturday.
editing it is fantastic, and they're just like the cut every time he orders something else.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I like it.
That's it's a big order. It's a lot of Chinese.
I'd like to get Spaniard on the podcast.
Huros?
Yeah. Well, he again, you want to talk about like just respecting someone's evolution. Do you know what I mean? From Huros, where he was like fucking, throwing bricks at people's heads. Like that was, he's like bricking people and shit. Or like when you're running away from someone and then you just change your shirt or some shit somehow and then come back.
He was doing, like, it was like a street.
Hood logic?
Hood logic. That's what it was. Good memory.
Anyway, sorry, he was just on the screen. One more dribble and we're done.
I want to go back and watch his Huros
Yeah,
videos
so-
in a second.
Huros Khan.
Huros Khan. Fucking powerful. He's
Yeah.
giving my fucking Huros.
He was selling Huros merch and shit.
Oh, it's good shit.
In regards to the stolen palms, do we not think a dribbler has knocked them off just to see Eddy dye his hair jet black? I don't understand why we have not considered this option. Cheers, hooroo.
They could be. They do lurk around. Well, they haven't seen one for a while.
Felix did send through the he found it on the punters and dribblers, the poll from Luke Madison. What happened to the plants? Legitimately knocked off, 1%. Tobler executes master plan, 7%. Eddy disposes of plants himself in order to dye hair, 92.
Listen, they voted for Brexit too. You know what I mean?
Well, the dribblers didn't.
The punter doesn't.
The
know
punter
what
and the dribbler didn't vote
Yeah,
for Brexit.
but the punter, the dribbler, generally.
I mean, I don't think that you can...
Can't trust their vote.
Well, but I don't think you can lump in the punters and dribblers and blame them for Brexit.
No, I'm saying that you can't trust their vote all the time. Is what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ. Listen, punters and dribblers, I just want to apologise on Eddy turning on you guys now as well. You've turned on everyone that works for you.
Yeah, and I'll continue to.
And then you turn on the punter and the dribbler who fucking put burritos in your mouth.
Yep, I will. I will turn. If I don't like the outcome.
Yeah. If it doesn't go your way. All right, that's us.
See you later.
See ya. Live stream Wednesday night, State of Origin, Sebo Street, and State Politics, Jacques. Jacques. Full, a few left. So, hellosport.shop.
Could you two just not talk anymore?